Chaplain Major Retired Betty W. Pace, U.S. Army. This is her story. She is my chaplain. In 1957, she proudly became Reverend Betty W. Pace, receiving her license to preach. Chaplain Major Retired Betty Walker Pace was commissioned a second lieutenant, and 2 days later was promoted to captain in the Army through the Constructive Credit Program. She was the first female to graduate from Interdenominational Theological Seminary, Atlanta, in 1967. She joined the Army during the Women's Army Corps, WACS, and entered the United States Army Chaplain Corps in 1975. She completed her training at Fort Wadsworth, New York, at a time where female chaplains were unheard of. She was sworn in for the first time at Fort McPherson Post Chapel, right here in Atlanta, Georgia. She was one of the first 2 female chaplains to serve in the Army in 1975. She is a legend. Her background as an avid speaker would become her claim to fame throughout her time in the Army. With the move of the Army Chaplain School from Fort Wadsworth, New York to Fort Monmouth, New Jersey, the U.S. Army Chaplain Center and School would become trainers of chaplains and chaplain assistants located in the same location. The newly trained chaplain and chaplain assistant would now become known as a unit ministry team. After training, she would begin her career as a battalion chaplain. Her excellent oratory skills and people skills resulted in her being selected as a charter member of the Army Chaplains Academic Board. Always receiving high accolades for emulating the highest of standards for soldiers and families by intervening on their behalf to those officials responsible for their welfare, she was known as the soldier's chaplain. She believed soldiers came first. She spent her time in the Army protecting, adjusting, correcting, and emulating the highest standards of an Army chaplain. Chaplain Major Retired Betty Pace often received assignments that would challenge her as a wife and mother with 3 young sons serving in unaccompanied tours in Korea, where families were not allowed. Chaplain Pace was a mentor and a leader in every area of her career. The most sought-after orator, she was consistently sought out for guest speaking or simply to grace an event with her presence. Her assignments made great use of her clinical pastoral education, and her master's degree in guidance counseling gave her assignments not only to Korea, but also to Fort Gordon, Georgia, and her last assignment as an active duty chaplain with the 142nd Supply and Service Battalion, United States Army Europe in Wiesbaden, Germany. While there, Chaplain Pace initiated several key community projects that included unit ministry teams to soldiers and to the soldiers' family. She integrated that new concept of the Chaplain Corps unit ministry team. Her story. Chaplain Betty Pace is the first chaplain of Sergeant Major Retired Pamela A. Wilson. She provided the structure and the legacy that this soldier lived with her sister, First Sergeant Retired Cheryl Woodhouse, who served together with her in the military for a combined 58 years of military service. Today, prior to her passing, she served with her battalion religious affairs specialist, Sergeant Major Retired Dr. Pamela A. Wilson, in a newly formed female veteran organization. They are the first known chaplain and religious affairs specialist to serve together as a unit ministry team after retiring. The president and founding member of the International Association of Military Women of Color, MAJ-Ret, Ernestine Faircloth, met personally with her and declared Chaplain Betty Pace as a founding board member of MAJ-Ret. Chaplain Pace participated in the retirement ceremony of her religious affairs specialist, who rose to the highest rank due to her initial influence in her 32-year career. Chaplain Pace was a member of the Order of Eastern Star and a member of Zeta Phi Beta. It is my honor to speak for my dear chaplain, Chaplain Betty W. Pace. May you rest in peace. I love you very much.